I've got, no joke, I have like 9 people under contract right now.
Oh, well,
So
congratulations.
little intense. Yeah, no, it's good. I'm past kind of the most of the busy work right now, but anyway, it's been an adventure, that's for sure. But yeah, one of the things, so just like from a recap of last time, I couldn't figure out how to get you access to YouTube because it's literally through my Gmail account.
Okay.
So I don't know how else to do it otherwise. The reason I say that is an issue is because my Gmail account is my KW account, which is like
Right.
a like
Company.
private
Yeah.
email.
Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just set one up and then
Um,
invite you, and then once you become a man, I can make you I can switch it over to owner and give you full ownership of it.
oops, where'd you go? Hold on. There you are. Okay. So basically start over.
Yeah, so yeah.
Okay.
What I'll do is just set up a branded one,
Okay.
business one, and then let's see. What is your Gmail address?
Okay. It's AnnaRay@kw.com.
That's Gmail?
It is.
That's
It's they use the Gmail platform. Yeah, that's I know it's
okay. You don't have a personal one? I wanted to where you would have it, wherever you go in life.
yeah, okay. We
You,
can use can I change it later?
it's going to be under whatever Google account I send it. Yeah, I guess you could invite that new person, that new address under you in there and go take.
Okay. Well, go ahead. We can use my my regular Gmail account for
Yeah,
now.
that
I
would be
just don't, I'm
perfect.
really terrible at checking it. So, anyway, so it's, Anna, ANNA 02128
Okay. At
at
Gmail.
Gmail.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all it would be was you'll get just an email notification that I added you. I think I'll be able to add you, Eleanor, and then
Yeah,
move.
because, contrary to how old I look, I am not tech savvy. I mean, I'm trying. I'm pretty good at some stuff, but I'm really bad at other stuff. Like I was trying to mess with it. The other thing that's really frustrating is I tried to upload all my videos to the IGTV, and I can't do it from my phone because they're so high quality.
Right.
I can't do that. So I did it from, or I tried to do it from my computer,
Yeah.
and it doesn't meet the requirements.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, I'm feeling not very productive right now. So I can send you them. I
Yeah.
just don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
how
Send me
to
the
make.
files because I'll need them for YouTube anyway,
Okay.
and then I'll see what I can do with them. If I can get them in a different format or whatever.
Okay.
And then also, what I do every month in our agreement, I'll come out for 3 to 4 hours and do everything. If you want to shoot some video or whatever, shoot some content, it's anything that we can address, one-on-one in person. We can do that.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
So you can think about that in the next few weeks. It'll be a good day for that. I know time is a precious commodity.
I try really hard to make time for everything, but this week has been like an uphill battle for that. I'm usually busy, but this was completely other level. Like I've probably, I don't even know if I've
It's
slept.
probably going to stay that way all the way up to when school starts with everybody.
Yeah, so I'm used to busy, right? Like I cram everything in and but this week it's like not, I mean completely not, like actually nonstop,
Right.
as opposed to like I've had breaks. So but anyway, doesn't matter. Like my point is that most of this will be slowing down, so I'll be able to
Concentrate more on this.
really focus on more on this. And I have a logo that I'll send you. I'm gonna write some stuff down. I have a logo that I had done, and it's an Anna Ray TV logo.
Okay.
So I thought that might be kind of fun for you to figure out if, like, I don't know if it'll go like on YouTube or if it needs to be resized or whatever. But it's kind of cool. I mean, at least for now, right? Just something different to kind of brand that. I have the Anna Ray TV Facebook page if we want to do that. And then
Okay.
I mean, I kind of feel like we'll just ramp up, I don't know, ramp up what I've got, since we've already kind of started there, and maybe then just link, once I have that following, link to get more of a following on like Anna Ray TV once I actually have more of that going. I don't know.
Yeah, because what I can do, is like for Anna Ray Team, what I think we've already had about 1,000 or a little over 1,000 to that, or maybe a little bit less. I'm trying to remember where we started. What did you have on your page originally? Was it around 500, 600, 700?
Yeah, but I've had a lot of people adding me on Facebook, like as a friend. And so I asked them. So I would say there's probably about 400 people that I asked, or 400 people that joined. So I was probably about 900 before you started.
Okay, because I looked at it today, it was like somewhere in the 17 range. Because what I can do is, send some of the promotions over to the Anna Ray TV. I think we're probably at a good level on your, because you want to eventually work to where you get on Facebook Watch and all that, right?
Yes,
So,
so the guy that I told you about that's a YouTuber just got his own Facebook Watch channel. I was like, oh. But to me, no, I mean, at first I was jealous, but then I realized, no, that means like I'm one, just a tiny bit closer, closer. But yeah, I mean, I figure we'll just go with what I'm doing now, because real estate is going to pay the bills, right? And so I'm like,
Well, the other thing too is we're focusing in 3 months what it took me 8 to 9 years to learn. So
yeah, I know. Well, my thinking would be once we get all the real estate stuff ramped up from a following standpoint, and from a get everything to where we want it, then I can channel whatever business there. And then if you need to boost that up, then we'll just do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to find it. Is it facebook.com Anna Ray TV?
I think I have it hidden right now.
Oh, okay, that's why I can't find it.
So I have it hidden right now. I can add you as like a admin to it.
Yeah.
I have it hidden because I wasn't using it.
Okay, yeah. Well,
but I have it. When I say I have it, I mean like I've reserved that Anna Ray TV, Facebook.com.
Yeah. So basically, an email, put the logo. Are your videos on Dropbox or something like that, to where I could download?
I could probably send it to you through Google Drive. Would
that
work?
That's perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to think here. The Google Drive one, send to Card Player TV at Gmail.
Okay, Card Player TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was my original Google Gmail back in the day. Because that's what I did. I broadcast poker.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, poker lessons. It was pretty crazy. Okay, and so what I was thinking, you've got, I think a good name for your series, because I was looking over our notes from our last session. You got my 2 10X planners. I love the art of real estate.
Okay.
With Anna Ray, or something with Anna Ray,
Okay.
And in that way, the thing we want to address is problems people have that you can solve.
Right.
And so back to kind of what we talked about last time, is have it to where, it's either reenacted or real life situation that, that played out. Today, what we're doing. As to staging, as to looking, first time buyer, whatever it is. And then what we got to do is think how to do it like in a funny way. Well, not funny, but just not where it's just bland,
Yeah,
kind of.
because real estate is full
Yeah,
of
just kind of like yeah. I mean, that's what I loved about you. You had it. This is the new age of real estate. We
yeah,
ain't doing
this
shit
is
like
the
these.
new realm. It's true. Yeah, trying to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So,
And that's another thing, yeah, that definitely, whenever if we're gonna shoot like, we were talking also about like a trailer teaser for, whatever maybe the art of real estate will be your show.
okay.
Um,
A teaser for the show.
or maybe that would be more your video kind of blog, the 30-second, 60-second, no more than 2-minute videos. I think that would be good because those you can just post anytime. You don't have to really worry about like a schedule or anything.
Okay.
And then I would just, your show where you can have interviews and, like I said, how we can use that to connect with people and get people with big followings on our show so we can get those people to pay attention to us, like Ryan and all them. Maybe call that just Anna Ray TV or maybe.
Yeah.
That way.
Yeah, I think that Anna Ray Show or Anna Ray TV for that kind of stuff because that's going to be really like a higher caliber and always about real estate. Wait, I'm sorry. What did you say?
Well, I got a good Anna Ray Live because I think that would be a good format to do those. That would be the live ones. I don't know how comfortable you'd be doing it right off. Because also what I was thinking of doing is maybe what I could do is introduce you through my network. Maybe a Sunday evening or something, between say anywhere from ideally around 6, 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
Just actually, I'll have Facebook Live and invite you in, and I would like to do this more when we got everything set up to where.
Right.
And then what I'm going to do with the Facebook page is over the 3 months here. What I'll do is get it up to the 10,000 in increments. So we'll be like 3,500 the end of this first period, and then same jumps each time. So I'll put that full 10,000 plus to Anna Ray TV on Facebook.
Okay.
Because I think that's going to be your most.
Oh, okay. So on the actual business page of Anna Ray Team, basically.
No. On Anna Ray TV. The new page.
Oh, right. Okay. I gotcha. Yes. I gotcha. Okay.
Because I think you want to focus more with the social media aspect right now, if I'm not mistaken, correct me, because we can focus either way, but on just building your personal brand and persona, not only real estate expert, but, everything else.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, and I feel like if you get, correct me if I'm wrong, but like my thinking on it would be if you get too many on Anna Ray Team real estate business page, doesn't it start to look like, it's not normal to have a lot of a big following, right? On a business.
Right. Yeah. So I think we're good where we're at right now.
Yeah.
With 17, 1800, that gives you the credibility. And then plus still I can get the, I think I'm trying to double check. Do you have that page set up with reviews?
The Anna Ray Team is set up with reviews.
Okay, yeah. So I've got those, figured in there. So what we can do is we can add anywhere from 1 to 2 every other day type deal.
Right. Okay.
And if you would, it'd be great if you could just script them, and then my people will just put them in there, and they'll be USA people. Won't be anybody from Bangladesh or something.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say we might not be very believable of that.
No, they'll be USA based accounts. So.
Okay, are you able to target certain areas or no?
We can with not on reviews. Basically, they're going to be like from all of California, New York, things like that. So they could be anything from relocating to selling your house or buying.
Okay. Well, the reason that I was asking is because my ideal client that I'm trying, that I've told you about is from California or New York or whatever.
Awesome.
That if we're able to target those states, I don't really care where they're from in those states, but if we're able to target those states, that would be brilliant because then everything that I'm saying and pushing towards will just become that much more of a reality because these people are from, those areas or whatever.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But
Well,
that would be awesome.
the most quickest way to ROI, which what we're doing right now, naturally would be funneling people to do business with you with real estate. So you could think of, there may not be enough personal or business information on on the new age real estate video you have, but a good idea would be, because we can do this with YouTube, is like a search in relocating to something to go on, relocating to Dallas, Fort Worth, or Plano, whatever. That would, like, what they would type if you were in New York or anywhere out of state, I guess, and you were looking to move here. What would you type in, and what would you want? What video? Because we get the video on that first page organically. So what search ideally, or searches, and then what kind of video would you want to have up there? So those are two things we need to figure out, I guess, within the next week or two. And then that way, I think that way you could get some immediate ROI on that, because we could be on those searches. We could also do the same thing locally too. Like I was talking about, I think probably every time we met, we can own something like, top real estate agent, Plano, those type, whatever search we want, you want to be. And then just once again thinking, what kind of video do I want there? What content do I want?
Yeah. What do I want to say to people? How do I want to stand out?
Exactly.
Okay.
Because it's going to be the only video on first page. So that's the beauty of it.
Oh yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
So I just give you some brainstorming homework there. Yeah. What searches? And just, you can write it down, and you can, like, anytime, just email, and it doesn't have to be in the same email. It could be, you think of one the next day, and we can bounce stuff off each other. So
Okay.
Anytime. You send me email or whatever, and I'm available anytime you need me.
Okay. How's your phone? Still die? Still gone?
So I moved up from a 6 to an 8, and I don't even know what the difference is. I just know I'm $700 lighter.
Oh, I know. Man, the pool, that's the worst place to lose.
Yeah, I got a real nice one here, and
hopefully you're backed up though.
Yeah, well, it was backed up to July 4th. So whatever happened between July 4th and Saturday
doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then it was kind of weird because it didn't remember my contacts. But luckily, I guess my Google and my Outlook saved everything. So once I got those, then I got all my contacts back, because the iCloud wasn't. They had all the numbers and the text, but they didn't have any names. So I'd go through the text at first and try to figure out who it was. That was kind of fun.
That's rough.
But yeah, especially in my business, I'm just like, I just cannot exist without a phone. It's crazy.
Right. Well, and then it's like then I'm sure you have some people's numbers in your phone that might be hard to get again. I don't know,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. And conversations that I definitely want to keep.
Yeah. So, okay, cool. Well, sorry to derail you like that, but okay. So email's going to be the best way versus text.
Yes, because that way, because it's a lot easier for me to file it and keep everything together versus text just get long out. Text, you can still send me stuff on text. That's fine. But just important stuff like logos, files, ideas, things like that. Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. And then, I would like, anytime you want to, shoot a video, I would love to be there that way. That's one of the things I'm really good with, is just helping you tweak the content and message, and
absolutely
spontaneous with stuff. Sometimes it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'm thinking I've got to get some people on board with helping me, because I think like reenacting something's probably going to be the best, like a specific real estate situation or whatever. I just need to think of like, what does that need to look like tangibly, and who are we going to have to do it?
And then, also what we can do on Google Docs, is, just we can start a storyboard and we can just start with the title, whatever, first time home buyer. And then we both just could go in there and just throw something up there and give each other feedback and all that good stuff. So,
what do you use for that?
I just usually use Google Docs.
Okay.
Yeah. That way, you'll just use that card player email for any Google Drive, Google stuff. And what that does, we both have access to go and edit. It shows, which person did what.
Yeah. Okay.
And then, we can add, your guy who is actually shooting it and all that stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
I can still shoot some stuff, not as good, without me hiring someone. I do have a good DSL Nikon 7000 and wireless mics and things like that. So we can shoot some decent videos, too, without you having to incur any expenses. So that's what I was kind of talking about when I could come out and spend like 3 or 4 hours with you is, we could shoot like a whole bunch, maybe little short, art of real estates and things like that.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that would be awesome because it'll hold me accountable to a timeline to get it done. And then also I know iPhone's fine. I have this. It's
oh yeah, it's about same. I almost have the exact same camera.
It's a little.
Well, what's cool is we can use that.
I got it so that I could do this.
Yeah. Yep. That's perfect.
It's not super great quality, but
no, it still gets the job done, and it doesn't have a stable.
Well, and if it's organic anyway, it doesn't matter.
Well, some of the most viral videos were done on phones, so.
Yeah, which I'm not opposed to. I'm just.
No, yeah. I'm just
like kind of awkward with it, a little bit, but.
Well, you get you one of the Velcro strips, and you can just put it right on your dash.
I know. I thought about that. That's what I need to do, so I can drive around and.
Yeah, and just talk while you're driving.
Give my own little rants about things. But my biggest thing is that everything that I'm doing has a client attached to it, and that client is on my Facebook.
Right. Well, that's what you can always, as they would always say, names and identities have been changed.
Yeah. Well, and I think that the biggest part of that is that you have to talk. You can tell the story, but it's like talking in generalizations, like so that you're not giving too much information, But if we're reenacting it, then it'll be different because it'll look like it's somebody else anyway. I mean, it is somebody else reenacting it anyway. So, so I need to write down some of my best scenarios because I've had a lot of material this week.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
I mean, just in general, it's,
And it could be just something where you don't even have to reenact. It could be just, like I said, if it's 30, 60, 90 seconds, you could just, like I said, just look at it as if you were writing a blog, except you're just going to do it on video. Okay. So it could be, just as simply as you walking down the street in the car and just, this, keep it all along your title line of the art, or maybe the new age of real estate.
Okay.
That's the title of your video, but that's the hook is you're going to hear stuff here that is not the old school. This is the millennial new school, Yeah. That, that might be a cool topic to address because, the millennials have the rap of being lazy.
Yeah.
So you might be able to rally a whole bunch of fan support in your age group by, people say millennials, we sit at home and play video games. You can have your husband sit there playing.
Video, yeah, probably.
Throw a pillow off.
Probably doing that right now.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I thought about something like that. So he's been helping me with transaction coordination stuff right now because I'm dying.
You ain't doing
And
the B work for you. Right?
yeah, and so it'd be funny to do like a little video where I get like where he's supposed to be helping. Well, I don't know how that would. It would be funny. I don't know how it would make us look, but like it'd be funny. Like he's over there playing on something while he's supposed to be helping me with a transaction or something. That would be funny.
You could have one of your 12-hour days, you know, and you're just like pulling the driveway. You go in there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
what are you doing? No.
Because I help, you know, people develop reality shows. So, you know, because that's what people really respond to online is, you know, basically just seeing that, you know, the real. So, you know, here's a good way to think with your personal life is, okay, because this is what they tell the Kardashians and everybody else, because 90% of stuff you see on reality shows is reenactments because the cameras weren't there. But they're not fudging it. This fight really happened. This situation really happened. We're just reenacting it and then probably throwing a little extra on top of it.
Yeah, a little extra.
Since the cameras aren't here now. But you might think of that. Any situations that you and your husband have had, you think, hey, this might be funny, you know, if it was part of my deal to get attention. Because that was what will sell you more than anything. It'd be crazy because it's stuff like that. Like if you had a little rant on, you know, hey, you know, gosh, I can't remember Generation X and Y and all that. Y'all are, not all of us are lazy. Some of us are badasses, you know, something along that line, kind of in your face and blah blah blah. That you know, I always say the formula going viral. If somebody had it, then they would have all the business in the world. If you could say, "Oh yeah, you do this, it'll go viral." But it's so crazy because sometimes it's the most inane thing you could ever think of, and or the content you put out there. You know, the most viewed Facebook Live ever was Chewbacca Lady. It was just simple as getting in the car after you bought a Chewbacca mask and doing a Facebook Live.
I know.
And she was smart because the key, and it's so funny, I see all these people trying to make it on social media, but they're posting the stuff on their Facebook and it's to friends only. They don't change their privacy to public, because if it's not public, it's impossible to go viral because your friends can share it, but then
that's it.
Unless they're friends with you, they're not going to see it. So yeah, it's just that's one thing. That's what I always. It's funny because you'll see these social media experts and coaches, and then I'm just like, you're posting this, but you need to change it. You're not that much of an expert because your stuff's on pretty much friends only.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of experts out there. That's one thing that I really like that I do struggle with as far as like a limiting belief is like, I look at all these people, and I know obviously what we're doing is totally different, but I look at all these people that are, you know, doing these Facebook Lives and they're doing these, you know, things on their iPhone and stuff like that. And they're posting and they're having these like conversations and, you know, and then it sucks. And they're just like everybody else. And I'm like, you know, so that's one thing that I worry about, that you need to like kind of coach me, hey, do this, not this, because what I'm terrified of is being like just another person that's doing all these things, and it's terrible. I mean, I know it won't turn out that way, but like it's a fear, you know, and I realize that that's something that could potentially hinder me from doing these big things, right? So
well,
I'm calling it out right now.
Well, let me tell you, one of the best things I learned from Grant Cardone: if you're not living in fear, you're not making progress.
It's so true.
Yeah, and
if you're not outside that comfort zone.
I mean, it was for me. Yeah, it was the first time, like, you know, I'd done through my live streaming and all that I did. You know, majority of it was behind the scenes, but when I did it, it was on webcam on my computer. You know, when we were doing Google Hangouts, the world's longest hangout and stuff like that, you know, it's just like this. And we're hanging out with 8 other people. But so the first time I had to get on camera, man, I was like, ugh. And everybody sucks. Everybody sucks first time. I mean, because I've had so many clients in the same boat as you and as I was. And yeah, I mean, then nobody gets in front of camera and just is like,
yeah.
But that's a good thing is,
it's like your rite of passage.
Yeah, and that's what back when, when live first came out, I mean, even before it was on Facebook or anything, it was a different dynamic than it is now. Because back then, if you're doing live, everybody's like, "What? How are you doing this? How is Anna Reagan going live?" Now, and so people paid attention to more subpar content, just the fact that you were live.
Right.
Like, how are you doing?
Now it has to be, yeah.
Now, since everybody can do it, and most people are annoyed by it, as you can see, if you go live, that's why I think the only structure works now is, having a guest. Because really the only reason you go live by yourself is if you got something like would be on the news. There's a fire here, tornado here, or something. That's what I usually tell people. If you go live now, you need to have content that would be on TV live.
Yeah.
So, but that's why interviews work, because you have that interaction, and then it's always, and we'll get more into this before we have your first live schedule. But what we'll do is, always you've got to pay attention to the audience, because that's what people, when you say, hey, you'll see it a lot with people that kind of do decent lives, is like, as people are coming in, they're saying, "Hey, Joe, hey, blah, blah, blah."
Yeah.
Because that's what people hang around for. That's what they come back for. Is like, "Oh my gosh, you're just not broadcasting, just for your own benefit. You're actually, I'm here and you're acknowledging me." I mean, that's, as I always say, that's what social media is all about. That's why we want to get likes on our posts and all that other stuff. Is we want to be acknowledged.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's kind of like the deal with your videos is, you want to acknowledge that targeted person. You can't actually, when you're trying to acknowledge a whole group of people, it's a little more difficult, but where you want that message going to that exact person, that person moving from New York, or that person, that's in this area that would want to buy a house or whatever. You want to have that feeling that, you're talking to me.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. Yeah.
And
that goes back to the engagement on other people's posts and stuff like that too.
Yeah. And that once you get going with this, like I said, that's most of my big clients, they will, it's a conscious exercise, but when you start getting ROI on it and opportunities, and you connect with other people, what I always try to say is, either whatever's better for you, depending on what kind of person you are, either morning or evening, just take 30 minutes a day. And if you can't, then just start with 15 and just say, I'm just going to go outbound engagement for 15 minutes. Just put that time aside, because that way you don't have to worry about posting anything or anything like that. But what you want to do is go back to your profiles and look at them and say, hey, if I come here the first time, this is what I'm going to see. Because that's the whole idea of this outbound stuff. We immediately want them to come to us. So you just want to make sure you got everything in line for them to do that. So yeah.
Right. Okay.
Then that's what I always tell my client. Well, if you don't have time to post, at least go outward. How hard does it go through your news feed and just.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and that you can be doing in between stuff, or when you're meeting with somebody, things like that.
And then as you have more time, then you can do like the hashtags and search terms to go find new people.
Yeah, I've tried to well, not tried, but like I have started doing that to as my first step, and then follow, comment and like on like stuff, and that's something, like I said, I can do it in between. And I won't always, obviously, like I said, this has literally been the busiest week in real estate. Of course, after our first meeting or whatever, but I should be able to structure my day much better. Just because, there's no way I'm going to have as much, volume going on as I have.
Right after school starts, and
not sustainable anyway.
kind of like the car business.
Yeah. It's all or nothing, feast or famine.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And and the other thing is, just don't feel, if you get bogged down with work, don't pressure yourself over, oh God, because
Don't feel guilty.
that's the beauty of social media.
That's my MO though.
I mean, I've taken a month off before, just not felt like posting anything. And the second I go back, people, when people start noticing you're gone, and that's when you've made that turn. And also I always say on the outward embellishment, when you're starting to get more inward embellishment in engagement than you're doing outbound, then that's kind of when you've made
that leap. Yeah. Awesome. I can't wait for that.
Yeah. And I was looking at, there's one other thing I was looking at. So I know you're going to want to set up a podcast. So that, I'm trying to think, that's probably something we delve into probably in the second or third month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as far as the podcast goes, what I want to focus on with that, which I think I've kind of already told you, but just for planning and naming and all that purposes, it definitely needs to be focused on me and the brand versus real estate, because
Exactly.
I'm not going to interview real estate people. I'm going to interview people who have a big following, who are influential and they live here, or they have lived here, or I'm somehow connected to them. And the premise of that entire thing is to be motivational, to grab people who are like bosses in whatever they're doing, and just basically they do it at a really high level and people respect them for it and already follow them, because like that's the direction that I want to go with the podcast. And then we'll just do video to go along with that, and that can just go on YouTube. Yeah.
And this is one of the greatest tips I ever got. Basically, this really anything with your video, a podcast, or any type of this in this area is really all we got to do is two things: is either drop a value bomb, as they say, educate us on something that it makes us go, oh wow, well thank you, you just gave me a value, something I didn't know, and do it. You want to tell a story. You always want to tell a story, not an interview type deal, but you want to have whoever you're interviewing tell a story naturally.
Oh, right.
It's really, from public speaking to everything else, it's being, whatever content you're putting out there, the best content tells a story.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it could be like first time buyer, let's tell a story, not, we don't want to tell a process. We want to basically explain a process through a story.
Right. Because, and a lot of people, you can tell them stuff till you're blue in the face. Then you go, okay, I had a buyer and they did this and this happened. Oh, so, I mean, it makes total sense. It makes a lot of sense. So
yeah. And then to have that edge that makes, one, gives it possible virality, but two, makes people share, which that's, the best kind of advertising. When people start sharing our videos and all that. Have you seen the recent Dollar Shave Club ad? Well, basically the guys, whatever, and they're like, oh, we can deliver them to your house. And he's like, he puts them in his what do you call it, medicine cabinet. And he's like, that's my bathroom. And then the wife, he goes, that's my wife. And the Dollar Shave Club ad goes.
Oh my God. Yes, I have seen that.
Yeah. So, that's the kind of stuff we kind of, we naturally can't do anything maybe that risque, but, just,
but I see what you're saying. Edgy.
Yeah.
Edgy.
Where, you don't,
more rebellious.
We don't, I was like, we don't want you on Good Morning America because you got fired from Keller Williams.
Oh my God, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think they can fire me. I think that they can only kick me out.
Okay.
So that's good news. But
if you get kicked out and you're on Ellen for it, then I guess this might be a good trade-off.
Yeah, no kidding. I don't know if I get on Ellen, maybe Jerry Springer. Is he still on? I don't even know if that's.
I don't know. I don't
think so. Yeah.
I don't see it.
You get on Ellen because you do cool things for other people.
Yeah, or just something.
Or something funny.
Yeah.
Like just funny, like the damn Daniel thing that happened that one time. Just stupid stuff like that. That's
Oh gosh. Or actually, I guess Grant released his new real estate book, and he's giving away free. And then like he also did the what is it, the Millionaire booklet for free.
mm-hmm.
And actually, there was someone that actually made a video, and it was just spontaneous. I guess they were a light, and there was a panhandler, and he's like, instead of giving him money, he gave him the Grant Cardone Millionaire book.
Oh my God. I feel like that's so mean.
And then it's sort of like, you can give a man fish, he'll eat for a day, but if you teach him how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime.
That is true. But when you're at the bottom, I think that's all that's good for is firewood. That's so funny. Okay, so do you know that was like a thing? Like he did that on purpose, right? With
Yeah.
his book, he had because he was saying his excuse was that they had been cut wrong or something. They
Right. Right. Yeah.
But
It's society. It's not their fault why they're there.
But that was he was kidding, right? Like.
No, what he gave to the homeless person? It's actually a girl that did it.
Oh no. Okay. No, what I mean is his book. The reason he was giving it away, he said, was because it was the book was not the right size. That was cut. It was.
Oh, the real estate book?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I was talking about the Millionaire book.
Oh, okay, yeah. But anyway, I was just thinking. It seemed to me like that he did it on purpose because that's something I would do.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, when his book's this like a pamphlet, then
Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
Well, but he still charges whatever the $5-6 shipping and handling. But his whole idea too is he wants to get your email.
I know.
Yeah.
He has none of my contact information because I know that man could sell me anything.
Well, yeah, and also he's the type that they'll go in there and go, how many email unsubscribes do we get today? And you'd be like 80, and they're like, and I remember somebody was like said something negative, like, man, we gotta slow down. And then Grant was like, okay, we're just gonna let's send out even more.
Yeah, exactly. That's so funny.
And then I was trying to talk her into it. I was like, you need to get one of those unsubscribers and you need to give them a call.
Yeah.
And film it.
That's funny. I know. Those are the kind of things. That's one of the things that I really think would be awesome is reenacting. So like how he does those sales calls, but like reenacting, like I'm on the phone with the contractor and he's so kind of like reenacting sort of the way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's easy to do because you do it like they do on the Kardashian stuff. You just got your speakerphone right here and you're like,
yeah, right. Which is, yeah. And like contractors like, I got bad news, and whatever, however he wants to do that. But I thought that would be funny because I have a contractor who would totally do that stuff. I have an inspector who would do that stuff.
Well, yeah, and that's the whole thing is we can, even if it could be if you're not going to need them to be on camera, yeah, it could be me on the other end of the phone. You're like,
oh, totally, yeah.
Here's the script. This is what I need you to say. That's what kind of way it's going to go.
Yeah. Okay. So really, what I think one of the big things that needs to happen is taking all the ideas we've talked about and breaking it. I mean, that's going to be on me, right? So breaking it down into some tangible things that have like really happened that we can kind of reenact and do it pretty soon. So in that this is really elementary, so forgive me, but like, so those we'll post them on like Facebook and YouTube and kind of
and Instagram, like if we can keep it, yeah, if it's one that's under, like if we're doing like the art, like I said, the art, or the new age of real estate, whatever we come up with as the final title, yeah, that can just be your kind of like a video blog, basically. So the ones that are under a minute, then we can put on Instagram too. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea with that. And then,
okay, so it would go under the art of real estate. It would go under the same thing, whether it's like whether it's me talking about something or like, I guess what I was thinking is that would be something different. But what you're saying is it would all go under the same thing.
No. So basically, the art of real estate, that's going to be basically all geared towards real estate. So basically, and then Android TV, that just, it's your own TV network, so it can go anywhere it wants to. It can be a live Facebook Live interview to a series. One of the biggest keys, and this I know is probably gonna make you really uncomfortable, but we have to see who you are outside of business.
Yeah.
So you have to maybe get a little vulnerable there, but
I can do it. I'm brave.
and then also, you have to be able to admit kind of, what what makes you having, what gives me anxiety, what your fears are, what you're good at, and also what you're weak at, because people love it when you confess, because everybody that's on social media, they're just projecting this image of, oh, we're happy, blah, 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 blah. And so when that real comes in there,
the real stuff.
When the real comes, and that's when people, oh, you're cool. You're not all just, oh yeah, badass salesperson that thinks, oops, oh shit. Ugh.
There you are.
Sorry, I brushed the dust off my laptop and hit the airplane button.
Oh, I was like, hello. Oh, that's too funny. Okay, so
this week, here's the.
Okay.
We'll write it down for you, and then also I'll put it on the email too.
Okay, good.
So video
I need
files.
A checklist.
Yeah. Give me all the video files.
Okay.
And logo.
And logos. Okay.
And you can send all those to my Mike Asset Live, and then unless it's on Google Drive, sorry. Any Google stuff, send it to carplayertv.com.
Okay.
Video files, logos, and then what I'll do, and you want me to just send it to your company one, the Google Docs for when we'll just start storyboards for Anna-Ray TV and Art of Real Estate idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Just send it to your KW.
Yeah, it's easier that way.
Okay.
But
That way you have to log out and change over. Okay, cool. So what I'll do that tonight. I'll just go ahead and start one, and then you can go in there and me too, and add. We can do separate ones.
Okay.
For each episode or whatever.
So you're okay. So let me make sure I understand. So, are we doing YouTube as Anna-Ray TV, and then the Art of Real Estate is like a series within that?
Yeah.
As opposed to two different YouTube, right?
Basically, like you got your own TV network, so you're gonna have your real estate channel. You're gonna have, but not a different YouTube channel. It's just all gonna be there.
In the same, yeah.
Because, yeah, in the beginning, once you got it set, we got everything set up and content there. Yeah, when you come to the homepage, it'll have just the different areas you can go.
Okay.
And so, yeah, like you said, you wanted to get into fashion and a whole bunch of other stuff down the road. So
I am very ambitious.
Yeah. So, basically, yeah, this is like the beauty of 2018. You're starting your own. There you go. You're like Oprah. You're your own network, so you can decide, yeah, I want this channel, and then we'll definitely find out what works and what doesn't.
Well, I'm ready, because all I do is think about this stuff and work, and I'm finally kind of at that point where it's interesting. Who is this lady? I was like, she posted something. I don't know. She co-wrote a book or helped write a book that Ed Milet. Have you ever met him?
Yeah. He was at GrowCon last year.
Pretty cool. Anyway, she said, "Are you struggling or are you hustling?" And I thought that was pretty cool, because I definitely was struggling with real estate, and now I feel like I'm actually moving forward.
There's your video idea.
Okay, there we go. I'll say I'll send her a shout out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you just tell a story, just like you just told it to me.
Yeah.
But then, be able to kind of
Make it more interesting.
make more interesting, motivational for,
Yeah.
What happened? There we go.
Well, and if I put a little bit of weakness in there, a little bit of confession of
Yeah,
how
absolutely.
terrifying real estate is.
Gosh, I just had a great idea and then brain farted here. Okay, so video files, logos. I'll get the YouTube channel set up and get that to you. And then minimum 15 minutes a day outbound. And here's a great idea for you. Think of the most engaging posts are one where you ask a question, where I want your input. So, I mean, sometimes it's crazy. It can be just I always tell people you want to. This used to be the first thing I did when I met a prospective client. I go, just post this. How are you doing today? And it will be probably the most engaged post you've had in a while.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
And so,
a lot of people that do that, they just ask questions all the time. So no picture or anything, just asking.
Well, I mean, you can actually no. If you can actually make it effective, it's 100 times more effective with the video or picture. But I mean, a lot of times it can be just simple as what's everybody up to this weekend. You don't naturally a video or picture to that would look stupid. But as to video or picture, what it would be more applicable to is you could like, hey, once we get your video blog and stuff going, do you want to be a guest on my show? Do you want, email me at blah, 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 or comment below, or it could be anything. I'm going to be doing a show about real estate. What kind of questions or what would you like me to talk about? Comment down below, and we might just put your idea on the art of real estate or whatever, whatever topic you're talking about. Because people just love that, especially when you just get started in this thing with Grant, myself, everything. There's people that will come and just say, oh my gosh, you're going to be huge. So they are like, they're going to be like little groupies. I was here I was first generation Anna Ray. I was.
Yeah. What's so funny about that is that, I mean, I've kind of already told you backstory of like, I never really saw myself as this person, but I do have these really big goals. So I was like, if this is how I'm going to get there, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go big or go home. And, that's, I guess, I don't know where I'm going with that, but that it's a very bizarre concept for me to think of that. But at the same time, I hear that even now. I hear that from people all the time. Like when I post that video, people are like, Anna's famous now. Look at her success. Da, 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 da. Like I know her. Da. To think I knew you when you were little. Da da da. Like stuff like that. And I'm like, that's weird. So I can only imagine like how that's going to be taken to the next.
Well, and then the thing too, and it's essential is you're going to get some nasty comments.
Oh yeah. I'm all for it because I know that's like. You're winning.
Well, here's the funny part is that once you can get all those comments, and then we can do a video on it. Oh, yeah. Her voice is too nasally, and then you can go off. Yeah, I mean, it's just or whatever, whatever they say.
Yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure that. Okay. I mean, people have plenty of ammo on people that have nothing wrong with them. So I can only imagine.
Right.
But no, I have pretty thick skin. You probably only have to talk me off the ledge once.
I guess the best example of how to is I don't know if you ever see how Nicole Arbor. Have you ever seen any of Nicole Arbor's content?
No, didn't you do? Have you done more than one thing with her?
No. But I always tell, especially women, just go watch some of her videos because she's made whole career out of. Basically, where you're at right now, shooting a video a day just in front of a white wall and just doing her thing, just being who she is. Yeah. But that's what a lot of stuff you might, I wouldn't do that or whatever. But there's a homework. Watch, just you can do, any platform, Facebook, Instagram. Actually, I would look at all her stuff because you can kind of see.
I've watched some of it. I've watched some of it.
Okay, so, but just kind of what I would do is look at like her just those little 3-minute videos she does, because that will kind of give you an idea. Because the NRA TV, when you really sounding off on current topics is what gets a lot of attention, especially like I know it's a lot of people say I don't want to get into politics or anything like that, but whatever out there that you see people going back and forth on Facebook about, if you're comfortable with stating your opinion, you're going to alienate some people, but when you actually say how you feel, and it's something you don't feel is going to hurt you too bad, you might get some haters out of it, but when you actually take that step, you're going to get super crazy supporters, because there's like, you had the balls to say that. And that's like kind of going the way with the millennial video, that's just, it's kind of the deal. You're like, man, I've been sitting on this couch and about time somebody rooted for or you get that video, or you get that deal, and somebody's like, hey, I just started watching your videos and I saw that one, and it was a wake-up call for me. And that's when you just had that moment, you just go, wow. When I die, I always say we're all bankrupted in the end by death. Because
so true.
So the only thing that lives on is the lives you've changed, the legacy you left, and so to me I've gotten a few of those people. It's like, man, Michael, I remember when you were just this poker guy and you were ranting on Facebook all the time, and nobody paid attention to you and all that, and to where you are now. And they go, it inspired me to, they saw what I did. They said, you just chased your dream and went for it. And now, actually the best story I got is a girl went to high school with. She goes, I started a nonprofit ranch in Arizona that kids who are in trouble with the law can go take care of horses for their time and help rehabilitate their lives. So it was like one of the craziest things. I was like, really? She goes, I was watching you on Facebook for the past.
Like, okay, I'll take it.
If nasty, that's what everybody says. If nasty can do it, then I can do it.
That's funny. Yeah. Well, yeah, because it's like it's. I mean, I know it's a lot of hard work, and it's pretty uncomfortable, I think, for almost everyone. But at the end of the day, I think you gain respect for putting yourself out there in the first place, like you said, and making yourself vulnerable. So,
well, the one thing too is like you can give an opinion to where you're not taking a side. It's like let's take the look back here of just the basic human level of what's going on here.
Well, and that's honestly, that's usually like me as a person. That's what I do. Yeah. I would say I don't spend a lot of time on politics because I see both sides of it, and I understand where they're both coming from, and they're both being stupid about it, but they're also both intelligent about, like they're both right in certain ways. So I take that side not to I don't know, it's just kind of how I am, because I'm like that with everything. Like I'll be working with a buyer and I'm talking with them and I see their side of it, but I also see the seller side. Like I'm just kind of like that person.
Right.
Well, so it helps a lot of the time, but I'm, as far as like instigating, I feel like you're right. You can bring about a fiery question or whatever, but it's still, you're not like getting labeled as, oh, you're a Trump supporter, or, oh, you're,
Well, and the kind of angle that would really work for you, and this is what I tell people too when they say that to me. I'm not a Democrat, I'm not a Republican, I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah. And that's, the bottom line is, unless, you have some debilitating circumstances, there's a lot of people that have things happen to them that they, have put them in a bad situation. But 95% of us, it's just a matter of getting up out of bed, and the number one rule to success is just show up.
Yeah.
Show up for that job interview, so, you can't blame So I always say, I tell people when whenever we get in a political argument, I go, all politicians are corrupt. I'm just like, it shouldn't be about Russia meddling. What about big pharma?
I know, exactly. I know.
Those type of deal. But no, but yeah, to just kind of give but I'm not talking, politics would not be a good thing for you to talk about, but just anything in general, just about, getting along, things like that, just give that fresh perspective, and you can give a perspective that's unique because, a lot of people your age, that are successful on social media, well, they're just mainly successful on social media because they got, they do whatever, they do their little thing they do on YouTube or whatever. They're not a successful business person. Their successful business comes from them because they have nothing to do. They started doing videos. So you will be kind of unique for your genre because you're successful, and now you're doing that. You're going to be doing that crossover. So you can give that perspective that's not really out there right now in a millennial bracket, because I can't even think of anybody that is like a spot on good business person, and then they come into this.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like even people that are kind of like they're trying to put themselves as a guru or whatever online. I feel like so much of their success came just from a following online, and then they're teaching other people, but they never really did anything in the real world, or they did it for 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, good, let me jump into this, But yeah, I mean, I see a lot of that. I mean, I don't know, like, I'm sure, like, that's kind of one of the things that I really want to showcase is maybe they're not really making it big in business, but they're making it big in something, or they opened a restaurant, or they are I don't know, like they've been really successful in their photography or whatever, so.
Well, and also think of like your core values, and like, if you had, someone 21 years old, went to college 4 years, but, they can't find a job, what advice would you give them? And that's where you're going to get a niche audience, because they're going to listen to you because they see you, you're the same age as me. You're not Grant Cardone or somebody, Gary Vee or whatever, old guy, you already got money and all this other stuff. It's so easy to sit here and tell me how easy it was for you, blah, 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 where, in with your story, it's just a lot more relatable. So.
Right. Well, at 21, they're seeing like, I mean, not quite, but, like their 10-year plan versus, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I should have been where I am now at 21, but,
right. Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, it seems attainable. Whereas when you look at these guys, okay, yeah, but you've had your lifetime to do it.
Right. Exactly.
As opposed to you're where you are now, and got your whole life ahead of you.
Yep. So basically, what we need to be able to translate on social is, where anybody who's watched you for a while on social media, because you can do this with Grant, you can probably pretty much do this with me, but anybody you paid attention to for a while on social media, what is Grant passionate about? What's important to him? What is his purpose on social media? All those questions me and you could answer, because he's put that out there. So that's going to be kind of our mission, of what we need to do over, and like I said, don't look at it as, oh gosh, we got to knock this out in 3 months. No, I mean, it's a progression. It's one video at a time, one post at a time. Like tomorrow when you wake up, just think of what kind of thing could I say to where a kind of question, you're like, hey, what's everybody up to? Just saying hi or whatever, believe it or not, people love that, because it's like, they actually think, oh, you're thinking about me.
Yeah. Like, I know you sent that to everybody, but what you really want to know is about me.
because that's what's crazy is when we look at a post on Facebook, the first thing our subconscious mind looks for is, are you talking to me?
Yeah. Or can I comment on this? Can I relate to this? Is
Exactly,
this
because and that's why that all the narcissistic stuff really turns people off, because it's like there's nothing here for me. It's all about you.
Yeah, it definitely has to be all about the audience.
Well, not always, because as your video shows and you got the response on it, it's got to be that, or it's just got to be something new. It's just something I haven't seen before, or something just that drops me in. Wow, this is different. It's just like when you look at a house, you don't want the same old house. You want that. Oh, I see something on the outside. I want to go inside and look.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
And then what's funny is when we're producing these videos, the ones we're doing a little more production on is it's just, I don't know if you've ever been in acting or drama class or anything like that. When you half the time, especially when they're all sitting there, you do a readout before, and that's where, when going through that process and kind of acting out what you're doing, that's where they come up with the funny scenes just spontaneously. And a lot of times it happens by accident. It's just crazy how it just, it's why you just start with a storyboard, and then half the time what comes out is maybe 50, 60.
Yeah, because it's happening organically. So it's like, what if we did this?
What if you tripped
thought of this before? Because you're right there in it. Yeah, I did theater growing up.
Okay, well there you go.
No film acting, but I did theater, so that was enough to get me started, I guess.
Yeah, and one day we'll actually have Anna on the street to where we'll go to town square or something, and you walk up and just ask people questions. It could be anything from. Actually, there was a video.
Those are so much fun to watch.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna give out free hugs today. Whatever. Yeah, I'm serious. And then,
I know, because people, they want to see the reactions. They want to see what they want to hear, people's questions. Oh yeah. I mean, we could even we can do that now. I would do it more of on an entertaining way, but it would be I don't know. It would be fun. Well, I don't know how you would make it entertaining, but it would be nice to highlight a neighborhood and you have the people talking about it. But I think it would be kind of boring, actually. It would be informative.
Here's what it is. You don't
have to reenact it. That's what we'd have to do.
Well, actually, what I'm thinking is it can be something as simple as we can just be, if you're on public street, you can actually film everybody because it's a public street. It's kind of like how TMZ and all that get away. Mm-hmm. But and most of the time, if they're gonna, if you're there with a cameraman and a microphone, but you could actually do something like don't tell your real estate agent and just ask, what's your opinion of real estate agents? And just get their info. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're just doing
that.
Yeah, we're doing an investigative series on or Pew Research or whatever.
Scammers. No. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So yeah, I mean,
that would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean that way, yeah. And then it can evolve from there, to a trending topic. What do you think of, and we won't be talking about politics, but it could be anything from Jerry Jones to this. You maybe have a Anna on the street beat.
Yeah. Well, I like that because it's not me voicing an opinion, it's me starting a conversation.
Exactly. That's, you let other people say things, and get both sides of it. Yeah, it could be about anything.
Yeah. That's definitely my style. I like that.
And that way you can't get the rap for nothing. And if somebody does something crazy, then
I didn't say it.
But I got 10 million freaking views on YouTube from it.
Oh my God. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay. All right. That's good.
All right. So yeah, I'll put all these notes in the email. I'll get that Google Doc up first thing in the morning. And
I'll send this up to you tonight.
And then that's what we'll do is is what I'll do is I'm going to start sheets with like just some ideas I have for you for doing like art. I'll have for and I'll put what I think would be under either art of real estate or NRA TV, and I'll just put up a subject, and then we can just go through there. And what I'd like to do before our meeting next week is maybe almost have one full storyboard ready to go to where that way, we could.
Yeah, we're back and forth. Okay. All right, and then going back to IGTV, I had already given you my my password there.
Uh-huh.
So, and I could give it to you again. You probably don't remember it, but I can give it to you again.
On the app on your phone, you can have 5 accounts on it.
Okay, so all right, so you'll be able to upload those videos or whatever. Okay.
Yep. Absolutely.
Because I don't know how to reformat them.
Yeah, I can get that. I'll get that handled for you. So yeah, I can post and everything.
Yeah, because I could eventually figure it out, but it'd probably take me about 5 hours.
No, I can get all that. All that handled for you.
Okay, that sounds good. And side note, just to kind of, if there's anything you can think of. So I've been since like the end of April, I think. We did a 3-month referral program, like competition, where we're going to end it in a drawing, and we're going to do a live event.
Okay.
And I've been so slammed. That live event was literally I didn't plan it. So I actually put something together today in like an hour. But basically what it's going to look like is we're going to do it over at the Shops at Legacy.
Okay.
And we're going to do like appetizers, drinks, super casual, come and go, really, basic kind of thing. I'm going to invite basically strategically, but basically everybody that I know. It's just going to be like an appreciation celebration, right? So basically anybody that's helped me and kind of make it like a rah, like all the success we've had, we're so grateful, like this is a thank you. And then about halfway through the night, or maybe like we're not going to make it a long big thing, but do a Facebook Live of the drawing.
Okay, yeah.
Like while we're there with all these, these people, whatever. And I almost feel like last minute, it's been kind of exhilarating, like just trying to throw this all together really quick. But because really what we were going to do is like literally go to a restaurant, set up a table, do a Facebook Live, invite people anyway. So This is just going to be a little bit higher caliber basically, but not a lot of expense. So my point in telling you all this is that I want to do a video basically inviting people to it, kind of bringing some attention to it. And then I don't know, my video guy, I don't think he's gotten back to me. Let me see if he has. He hasn't gotten back to me yet.
Have you scheduled it yet?
Huh? Yeah, I scheduled it with the restaurant, yeah.
So what date is it and where?
Thursday the 26th.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, next Thursday. I wasn't playing around. Are you going to be out of town?
No.
Okay.
I can definitely come help with that. I was just thinking about, because your intro video for that can be just really, you could use that either that camera or your phone with that. And just
right,
hey guys,
right, exactly.
Yeah, just real basic. This Wednesday, do a Facebook event for it. That way you can send out the invites.
Right.
To people
right, yeah. And I was thinking,
and then you can do the drawing live from the event.
Right. So do like a Facebook Live at the event. Yeah, so that's the plan. Basically, everybody that is going to be thrown in there that has referred me somebody in the last 3 months.
Okay, I was wondering what the referral. Yeah, so basically anybody.
Right. So you referred me for business, like you have given me somebody's contact information, and I have, basically a lead or whatever,
Right.
And so we're going to do like the giveaways as a part of that. And anyway, so I want to kind of use that a little bit as a jumping off point of getting comfortable with all this stuff, is like, because it's going to be out of nowhere anyway. So I might as well use an event to kind of jump and start it. I don't know. It makes sense to me. It makes me feel better. So I'm going with it.
Well, no, it's good, because if you're showing people, if you were, you know, hey, if you refer me business, this is what happens.
Right, exactly. And kind of bringing the attention to giving me referrals without making it like a,
right.
hey, send me business. Like, the best compliment I can get is a referral. Gag me, please. That's the worst phrase ever.
Yeah.
So, and my point in doing all of that is, I'm like reaching out to, touching everybody that I know, basically, right, in a short amount of time. They can come out. I can mingle. So it's definitely, it's very strategic and timely, and I was planning on doing it anyway, so I might as well do it big. And so then I'd like to take video of the event, because that's me in my like natural habitat.
I mean, we could set up to where you could be doing interviews there.
Yeah. So, right. Absolutely. So, I was thinking about that, and, like I have some awards that I didn't end up giving out earlier this year that I could give out at the same time, like people that referred me a ton of people last year.
So is it just are you inviting just people that referred business, or people?
No, everybody.
Strategic. Okay.
Basically, I mean, anybody that wants to come, but except for, I'm not going to be inviting a bunch of other realtors or something like that, but I'll invite strategic partners and stuff like that. And it's really not about who shows up. It's the fact that I'm able to like reach out to all these people and
right.
bring that out, but also using it as an excuse to kind of jumpstart all of this without it looking like, I guess it doesn't matter. I could just start doing it and it doesn't matter. But to me, it makes it feel better.
Well, if you've got the Anna Ray TV logo, then just go to a banner store and get one, and you can get a little red carpet, and people could. That's exactly what we're going to do.
Oh my God, I have a banner. Well, it's not an Anna Ray TV, but I have a banner.
Okay, is it one that can look like a backdrop for a red carpet?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
And actually, you can go to any party rental, and you can get like 4-foot, 5-foot red carpet. You won't believe how many big events, that's all they do, is there's really no red carpet. It's not even 5 feet long, and it's just in front of a banner to where it looks like it's a red carpet runway, but because the picture but that way, it's branding, and then we could also use that for all your interviews, and it would give the actual impression that, you had this big red carpet outside the restaurant.
I love it.
Which restaurant is it?
I decided to use the Keeper.
Okay.
Have you been there?
No. We filmed at Henry's when I was there.
Oh, okay. It's
but like I can see that. Yeah.
It's a kind of a frou place. It's they're down to earth, but they like do the sustainable seafood thing or whatever. Right. And they the reason why I chose to use them is because they don't do like the whole food and beverage minimum thing, and you have to like do this whole official whatever. So it's upscale, really fancy, but it's also very down to earth, right? It's kind of like Tommy Bahama. Okay. So it's like vacation. It looks like you're on vacation. They do like tiki cocktail things. So they're just kind of like a fun atmosphere type of place. So
how many people are you shooting for to attend?
It can, the space that I got is like 60.
Okay.
But she said that it could probably fit more, but okay. I don't know. We'll see.
So you pretty much already know who you're going.
When I invite them.
Yeah. This is kind of like a closed event. You don't want a whole bunch of just people that maybe see it on Facebook coming, do you?
No. Oh, yeah. So what you're saying is be more selective. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I'm asking you. What are you? Who? I know you have already like a list of people you personally know that you're inviting. What are you trying to attract anyone else that doesn't know about you right now or anything, or?
I mean, why not?
Okay.
I don't know. Why not?
Okay. I'm just because I'm just trying to get the gist of it here. That's all. Because
Well, I mean, I don't really know. Like,
okay.
I'm doing it. I have a reason to do it. I enjoy doing things like this. I mean, as far as I mean, basically the event itself is to show appreciation for people who have gotten me to this point, right?
Absolutely.
But that doesn't mean that somebody that's never helped me do anything can't come.
Okay.
And we'll kind of do something at the door where if you actually give a referral at the door kind of thing, you go ahead and get entered in the drawing.
Right.
Just like everybody else that's referred me business over the last 3 months. So you could actually win if you give me, like a referral last minute or whatever, something like that. But yeah, I would say that's probably the gist of it. But if you think it should be one way versus the other, I mean,
well, have you got a title for your event?
Huh?
Have you thought of a title for it?
I mean, I have one. It's not great. I mean, just like an appreciation event or a client appreciation or a appreciation celebration. I don't know. I haven't thought of something. I need something catchy, that's for sure.
Yeah, there's one realtor in Dallas. He calls it a modern living.
Okay.
And he calls it a networking event. So maybe if you kind of went around like a networking event.
Okay.
And you want it to be around real estate. So maybe it could be around, the new age of real estate.
Okay.
Networking event.
Okay.
So there you go. And then in your description, put it's not about real estate agents. It's about buyers and sellers. And then because you don't want it to be a real estate. You don't want other real estate agents to show up thinking it's a network event.
Right. Okay. So even though I'm doing it as a thank you to people that have helped me, you still think I should do it as a networking thing?
Because if you want to invite people, let's say you're maybe friends with on Facebook, I mean, that's the only way you can invite on that. Because there's really, I'm trying to think, unless we do a boosted post targeting people, there's no other way people are going to find out about it. So if you're just targeting friends of yours, and then I can do the same thing if you invite targeted people in my network too. Because if you just do it around them, you don't want the people thinking, oh well, I didn't do any referrals for her. It doesn't apply to me. You see what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
So maybe not the art of real estate or something like that, but something that maybe a mixer. You just call it a mixer or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something.
Okay, so what if instead of an appreciation event, what I'm hearing you say is more of like a networking / like
mixer type,
celebrating my success.
What reason would I want to come to it if I have never met you and I never referred you any business? But you want me there.
Because I'm awesome. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. So what you're saying is what's in it for them? What's in it for me?
Well, why would I want to take the time out of my day that evening to drive there and go to this event if I didn't get your referral?
Yeah. So a mixer. Okay. A mixer's good. Mixer implies networking without using the word networking.
Yeah.
Networking can be a bad word sometimes. Not always, but sometimes.
Well, I mean, you definitely would want your past clients to come, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so what you could do is something along customer appreciation.
Okay.
Also / mixer. And then in the description, you just put, it's for, and then put in there, it's for people that refer me business, past owners, or anybody that has any questions about real estate in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, blah, blah, blah. I don't,
wants to network.
You could put exactly, the type of person the people you're wanting to come to this in that description. That you do this, 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 and this would be the future value benefit of why you'd want to come.
So, okay, I'll think of a name. Because what makes sense to put is like the Art of Real Estate Mixer, or like, okay. I like to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah.
So I'll think about that. But I see where you're going with it. and kind of, the way I think about it is like rubbing elbows with other people like you might want to know. I mean, definitely, basically networking, but I like Mixer better.
Yeah.
So the why would be going to meet other cool people that you may or may not do business with in the future, right? And yeah, because so for networking, and then for entertainment purposes, I mean, just being social. I have some people that just come to be social.
I mean,
free food and drinks. They might come for that too.
Yeah, the intro video can just basically cover, the premise of your true net worth is your network. And what I'm doing, I usually have you done this before for your referrals?
What part before the event?
Yeah, for this first time. Okay. And maybe just tell a story. Hey, originally I went into this thinking, I wanted to thank the people that helped me with send me business. But I want to take it a step further. I want to use this, whatever you call Mixer, blah, 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 as an event to where people can, connect. I want to connect, blah, blah, blah. And I guess you're going to have a giveaway. You can say, like whatever, one or two people, going to give, what were you planning on giving away?
So the referral contest that I've been running for 3 months is Southwest Airlines voucher, Airbnb voucher. I have a Seasons 52, like $200 gift card.
Okay.
So kind of, just stuff like that. And then, I could probably pull off getting somebody else to bring in some gifts or something.
Yeah, you could have maybe 5 door prizes, and instead of, you don't have to do the high amounts you do for referrals, but you just have like $25, $50 gift card or whatever.
Okay. So basically for anybody who attends. Right?
Or just have a drawing. Yeah. Say we're at the end of the event when you're going to 5 people, maybe have one big, maybe $100 prize for, the big one. And
and should there be a reason behind it, or are you thinking like just a drawing to have a drawing because people came, like because
basically we'll put everybody's name in a hat, or you have whatever
so just because they came. Okay.
Yeah, or I don't know, you could actually do a deal where, everybody gets a free raffle ticket, blah, blah, blah. If you want to set up to where you buy more raffle tickets, it goes to a nonprofit or something like that. Maybe you can partner with a nonprofit. Okay. They would promote it, and a targeted nonprofit that would bring in people that you'd want to do it. That might be a little too much for the short time frame, but things down the road.
How I'm rolling. I really like to plan ahead, but
you know what? Yeah, I would just do
it's exciting. Just
just do it under NRA Team Mixer. Okay. And I want you to be part of my team, and let me explain to you what my team is. My team is not only the people who work for me, it's not the people who refer for me, but it's you. I don't know you. It's people I don't know yet. And if you're a forward-thinking entrepreneur individual in the Plano area and you want to come out, let's meet. I would love to meet you, and it should be an event to, something along those lines.
Okay.
And feel free to share this video with whoever else you think. The event link is, below here. Please, have them register on Facebook. That way, get a head count and kind of know. That's what I would do. Basically, is ask most people to just accept or go to the event page.
Yeah. Well, and I was thinking probably what I've had the most success with, because I've done a lot of events and for real estate, but not like events like this, like fun.
Right.
I would consider fun. Like I've done
like open houses and stuff.
And open house. Yeah. But what I found works the best is people don't really take their invite on Facebook seriously. So I have people, if they have to register through Eventbrite.
Okay. Yeah. That's even better. Yeah.
And then you have an email address. So
yeah, that's true too.
But yeah, I mean, it basically, and then Eventbrite sends them email reminders and stuff like that.
So that's what you do. Yeah. When you set up with Eventbrite, then yeah, you can set up tickets on the Facebook page so that people come through the Facebook.
Right.
Go through
exactly.
The
so then they have to get a ticket and like bring their ticket or whatever,
but
even though it's free.
The benefit too of having them, yeah, I agree 100% with what you're saying, but then you'll have people that might accept the Facebook, just to whatever, and maybe not come to the event, not go through the Eventbrite, but we got their Facebook profile, so we can go look at that person. Hey, do we need to send them a friend request? Do we need to engage?
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and because at the end of the day, it's like I said, it's not about who comes; it's about who I've reached out to.
Yeah.
In that process, that's been,
And plus, with the live that we'll be doing from there, you just also say, hey, if you can't make it, we will be doing, live broadcast from the event on the event page. So what I would do, yeah, I think you should go along the lines of NRA Team,
Okay.
NRA Team Mixer or something like that.
Okay. It needs to be more catchy than that, but.
Yeah, I agree. I would use your name though.
Okay.
And just maybe just the NRA thank you event.
Yeah.
The NRA giveaway.
NRA giveaway. Hey, that's cute. We'll use that for something.
Well, that'll get a lot of attention because everybody's like, what? What did you give away? I got to find out more.
Oh my God, I could be like that.
Then you get the mooches.
Yeah, it's so funny. There's this guy, this like lawyer guy that does all this stuff on
YouTube.
I think he does all this stuff on Facebook where he gives away all these like expensive handbags.
Oh wow.
And it's terrible marketing because
yeah, you should. Yeah.
Not to be judgmental, but the people that he gives them away to, they can never afford his services. You know what I mean? He's like missing the mark on his ROI. Like he's just doing this thing to do this thing, and it's not like he's not reaping any benefits from it. He's just getting attention online to give away stuff to people that are not going to use them anyway. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's what I want to avoid with the internet.
Absolutely.
Cool. Okay. All right. Well, I think that's it. You're going to send me that. I'm going to send you the stuff tonight.
Yeah. And if you can,
look on Google Drive because that's where I'll send it to because they're big files.
Yeah. And then also, you need to set up the Eventbrite and event page on Facebook as fast as possible.
I have the Facebook page set up.
Okay.
Just need a new name.
Oh, you mean the event?
Yeah. Oh, and I think you can put a cover photo on and you can make it a video.
Yep.
Maybe I should. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, the cover video auto plays. There's a place to actually put a video in the event description. I mean, you like when they first come to the page, you can actually put
so that's probably a better place to put
kind
it.
of pin it to, So, and you might put your new NRA TV logo in the header as a cover.
It might need to be reformatted because it doesn't fit the Facebook cover photo.
Hey, I got a great idea for you.
Yeah.
Call it a red carpet event because it won't cost you anything to rent a red carpet, like I said. And if your banner's big enough, then Because I've been to
So,
some of the highest dollar red carpets, and the red carpet wasn't more than 6 foot long.
okay, so what you're like red carpet mixer?
Yeah, there you go. Something like that. Anna Ray red carpet mix or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Or it's yeah, I would just say red carpet event or something. Yeah, I mean, yeah, something along those lines.
Okay.
And then, that's the beauty of that. After the first one, or even at the event, you could add like a suggestion box. What's a good what's a good name for this? Any good ideas? I'm serious. You won't believe how many times you can just, if you get like in a dilemma like that, you just ask people, and then you get all these suggestions and stuff for free.
And then you're like, all right. Yeah, because people love to give their opinion on stuff too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, that's what I want you to try to. Next post you do is ask a question, and then the key is to make sure you pay attention to the responses. I always say, like anytime somebody comments on your stuff, give it one of the emotions, whether you love or whatever, and then always respond to good comments, because then that'll make them come back for more. And what happens is when people comment on your stuff, that's when it shows in their friends feeds, especially if you're a public post, and that's how you start. Because I've got it so many times. I saw you comment on, a lot of it more is when you comment on stuff, but people say I saw you comment, or I saw them comment on your stuff, and was wondering what the heck was going on.
Yeah. Or people will like not see a video, and then their friend comments on a video, and then they see it.
Yeah.
Like something interesting happened. So I went to like a friend's birthday thing, and I knew everybody that was there, and so I was like, I need to go to this because I need these people to like I need to sell them real estate. Anyway, so I hadn't seen most of these people in a while. Anyway, so I go there. I talked to one of the ladies there or whatever. She's like, I'm going to be in the market next year. I want a condo. I'm like, cool. So I said, did you see my video that I posted or whatever? She's like, no, what video? Okay. So then when I got home or the next day or something, I tagged her in the comments and I said, hey, this is the video I was talking about, thinking she would just see it because I tagged her in. And then I got all of these people commenting after and all this engagement afterward because I had randomly like brought it back up to the surface.
Yep.
Because it's just interesting how it all works. Like I know it works that way, but it's just interesting that I don't know.
Well, yeah, you see that where somebody's post from 5 years ago all of a sudden pops,
right?
And people are starting to comment on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, "Did you cut your hair?" And you're like, "No, this is like 8 years old." Like, oh my god! All right, cool. Okay, so I've got all my notes, and then I'm gonna send you stuff, and you're gonna send me a recap.
Yep. I'll have it all to you by the time you wake up in the morning.
Oh my goodness! Like magic.
I'll look for your questions so I can put my answer on it.
Okay. I'll be thinking about it.
Yeah. And like I said, if you ever just have anything, I know you were busy last week, so that's why I didn't really hear from you. You can always send me a text, whatever question,
Okay.
I will always, I'm not on another call, whatever, or as I say, conscious or or drop my phone in the water. But
oh my gosh, that was so funny. I know, I was like, I never heard back, and then I saw your email, and I was like, oh no. That was totally last minute. I listed that house in like 5 days.
That's awesome.
Start to finish, photos, everything, staging. Oh my god, that was with X having 9 contracts.
Oh wow.
And a new listing. I was like, oh my god, I think I'm gonna die.
Great.
Good, all good. Very grateful, but it was intense.
Awesome.
Definitely. So.
Well, cool. All right. Well, it's the day after my birthday is your event.
The day after your birthday?
25th is my birthday. So.
So what are you doing for your birthday?
Don't know yet. We'll see. I usually get surprised, so we'll see.
You usually get surprised. Okay. Well, so hopefully you won't be too hungover by the time we get this.
Oh no. I'm really not much of a drinker, so.
Yeah, well, I'm not either. I'm not. I did all that from 20 to 25. Got it out of my system.
It's weird.
if I drink, it has to be like in a bar setting, like a club or, a place you drink.
Yeah, definitely. I still do it socially.
Yeah. And I don't like beer. And the only thing I really have a taste for is Crown and so.
Crown and I used to be friends. Not so much anymore.
Well, all right. And I appreciate it. And
all right. Thanks for spending so much time with me today. Appreciate it.
Okay. All right.
All right. Bye.